What's holding you back from loving yourself? Indecisiveness. I can't pick a life choice, and yet I see people my age and younger already way ahead because they knew what they wanted to do in life. I really don't know if other people have problems like this, but I just feel so distant with everything and everyone I interact with. I have a slightly different personality for every person I talk to, and I hate it so much. That issue stems from the fact I just feel like I don't have any emotions at all. I can't remember the last time I was happy, sad, angry, or content. My emotions just feel like a melancholic state of nothing 24/7, and I hate it so much. The compulsive self-destruction, crippling physical and mental health issues, not following my dreams and not respecting myself, internalizing the opinions of shitty people from school days. They're not the kind of people I'd ever listen to now. But the fact they got to say awful things when I was young meant it's absolutely stuck in there for good now. Such a neat feature of the brain. Thumbs up. A part of me that's holding on to all the shitty things people said to me as a teenager. And also my tendency to compare myself. Still trying to work on myself to let go of all that. Hoping one day I'll get there. Ugly as hell. Always brought money problems in the family because I had to get like 6 surgeries. Shush. TTY voice. Nobody but 3 people care about me. No skills at all. Except for having incredible memory. Almost all my friends left me. This. Edit. I'm okay where I am right now. I mean, it could be better, but we got to use what life gives us. When I'll be much older, I hope my life is decent. I feel that I'm not intelligent. I have the worst memory, so it doesn't help. I have body dysmorphia and insecurities that I can't hide when communicating with others face to face. I always think people are judging me when talking to them. But I'm the one doing that every day. These days I even feel unmotivated and want to quit some things, but I'm literally forcing my happiness to not disappoint others. I feel that I'm not living for me anymore. I'm just barely surviving. My motivation. I've always been good enough to get by, and it's led to me giving up on things that are hard enough to take too much of my time. I'm pretty sure I could have made much more out of my life. Imposter syndrome. I love myself even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget. I still love myself. Man. Wish if I knew. I try. But. I got cheated on while I was pregnant. I never wanted kids because I didn't want the possibility for the kids to grow up in a broken home. Well, guess what? Trusted the wrong person. And that person literally shattered my whole being. If I didn't look at my kid after I gave birth, I wouldn't be here. I don't love myself. I don't know myself. I don't trust myself. I'm currently looking for a way so I can't have any more kids, but I have getting told no because of how young I am. And if I was to get with anyone else, it would be solely for my kid to have a father figure. I am broken, terrified and over it all. My kid is the only reason why I'm trying. They deserve the world. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Thank you so much, all the upvotes and kind comments. Heart. Trauma. Fear. My weight. Well, I wish I was better looking, with a nicer body. I look like a fucking potato. Depression from a divorce from my ex, who managed to kill my sense of self-worth during our relationship. Working on it. But it's a long way to go. Force of habit. I should be able to break that habit real soon, if all goes well. Simply don't see reasons why I should. I'm not the 22-year-old cool girl who had a clique consisting of the coolest girl I ever met. My perfect uni boyfriend. His cute best friend and our other friend. I'm not as slim or as beautiful or as young, and I don't have as little to do anymore. Show up and be pretty. My best friend tried to get with my boyfriend and blamed me when I asked her not to. His best friend did the same, vice versa. Everything escalated so much that I went to a mental health facility, which is when our other friend dipped also. Now it's me and my uni boyfriend who aren't together anymore. But he's still the best. My aging dad who dipped from my life for 20+ years. My mom is still the same also. I have a job that's not very stable that I'm not that good at. I gained weight after the best friend left. Violence. And I'm basically meaningless. I used to have so much potential and I worked so hard at uni. Did so many internships and jobs. But all I have is a shaky job. A best friend. Trauma from the other 3 people in our gang and no idea how to move to the city I'm currently targeting. All I get is rejection letters. Even if it seems to fit perfectly. Smiling face with tear. I didn't ask to be born with health issues. And they have been lifelong. I grew up hearing my mum brag how she tried to drown me as a baby and a toddler because of my constant crying. Before I found treatment in my late 20s. Every day was pain-filled. It's only eczema, but it's 100% over my body. Under my nails. In my eyes. Ears and mouth. As a young teen. My mum and stepdad used to beat me if my eczema was bad. As an older teen. I saw a counselor due to my violent temper and all these repressed memories resurfaced. My mum was controlling and would tell me how hard I was as a child. Even when I moved out and lived alone. If I was ill and needed help. My mum would tell me I was letting my eczema rule my life and that my sister had eczema too, but she didn't let it define her. 1999. I did a trial drug for my eczema as I had been in full bandages for about 10 years. I ended up getting cancer as a side effect. If I dated, my mum would go out of her way to scare girlfriends away, telling them how horrible it was living with me and that I was like a snake, constantly shedding. I'm 49 now and have been on chemo for the last 5 years. For my eczema, I'm thankfully cancer-free now. I'm married with 2 beautiful daughters. My wife nor my best friend notice my skin. My hands still look shit. Like the hands of someone in their 90s. I get comments monthly from customers about the state of my hands. I just put their prices up. I'm not worth of anyone's love. Why should I? I'm just a burden to people. Always have been. There's nothing redeeming about me. Although my wife and my best friend, also a woman, both argue with me on that one. One day, they'll realize I'm not worthy of them. Edit. I spell like a toddler.